Message from Father Claude Grou, the rector of St. Joseph's Oratory. A light pierces the darkness. A voice breaks the silence. Once the celebration of the passion and death of Christ is over on Good Friday, the liturgy seems to hit the pause button. The ensuing silence invites each of us to go inward. With the Blessed Mother and Jesus' disciples, we enter this time of mourning. In the face of Jesus' death, the first witnesses were heartbroken. By observing silence, it will finally register upon us that in today's world, we are confronted with a situation where sickness and death are pawing at us. This day of silence is a day to discover a hope which cannot be extinguished because we know that we are in good hands with a God who is love. See, in the depths of the Saturday night, slowly a light is kindled. Habitually around the world, Christians gather. The shadowy days of silence gives way to hope and joy. Everywhere in our churches, together we experience this moment when the light pushes back against the darkness. First light, the new fire rises up in the dark. The Paschal candle reminding us that this blaze, which lights up our world, is the light of Christ from out of the tomb. Then this flame spreads out so that each one receives the Paschal fire and shares it with sister and brother until everything is aglow. And then we hear a chant. Rejoice, O earth, in shining splendor, radiant in the brightness of your King. Christ has conquered, glory fills you, darkness vanishes forever. And the members of the assembly respond as one, it is right to give him thanks and praise. Enveloped in this light, the assembly has been ready to listen to the scriptures. They recount God's presence, beginning with the creation of the world. Then they proceed step by step to unfold the major stages of salvation history until the coming of the Christ. These words express the plan of God's love for his people and for all humanity. During these difficult times we are living through, we cannot come together today to let our joy pour forth. We must each live this moment by ourselves, yet we are united with one another. Just as the gleam of the great celebration of the Easter Vigil illuminates the space which holds high, when each one holds high his candle, we know that hope turns to action when we are singing together in the same choir. Let us be steadfast in acting responsibly to the necessary directives for getting through this crisis. Let us be steadfast as well in lending a hand to those who need our help, who need to hear our voice, who need to feel that they are not alone. Let us be steadfast as with Saint Brother Andre in confiding to the Lord in prayer the needs of our world and of those near to us who suffer. May the deep and luminous joy which springs forth on this Easter night flood your life. In the name of Father Grou and all the Holy Cross religious here at the Oratory, we wish you a blessed and joy-filled Easter. Amen.